Good morning. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being up. Thank you for taking a part. Thank you for joining the Walk and Talk. Welcome in, guys. As you join, please do me a favor. Please drop in down below where you're checking in from, what time of day it is. Let me know what's going on, how you guys doing today, what you're working on, what you guys have set up. Are you at the beginning of your day, middle of your day, end of your day? Love to hear from you. Love to hear how you're doing. It is June 3rd, 2025. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Let's get up. Let's get at it, people. Let's go ahead and start our day in earnest. Who do we got checking in this morning? How are we feeling? I'm wearing bright colors today so I can be seen. Oftentimes I get lost in the dark. But we are here this morning. Millionaire. Money moves for the masses. Welcome, people. Welcome. Welcome to the new world. Welcome to the future. Let's get up. Let's stay up. Keep showing up. Keep growing up, keep blowing up, people. That's what we're here to do this morning. To maintain the consistency and the growth. Let's get through this darkness. See where we show up at. Welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Hello. Welcome in. Matthias. All right, Matthias. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here this morning. See if I can stay up. Thank you for joining, but guys, taking this walk. It was a tough morning this morning. Tough morning this morning. But we've learned that we don't do it because it's easy. We do it because it's what we committed ourselves to do. Because we said we would do it. So welcome to where you said you wanted to be, man. Welcome. It's interesting. Let's take a look. Top of the hill, people. Top of the hill at the top of the morning. What's up? Wake up. I gotta get a little loud for the little crowd. Wake up, people. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody say, yo. Hey, you. Are we there? Am I waking you up yet? Are you getting up and getting ready, people? It is 4:35 in the morning. We should be up by now. We should have all been up a little bit by now. Are we getting started? How you starting your day today? You starting your day with some fitness? You starting it with meditation? Are you starting the day with reading? Are you starting the day at work? Are you working overnight and your son comes up while you working? You sleeping through the sunshine? How we doing this morning? What we doing this morning? I gotta tighten these shoes up. Told you I'd be getting lost in the darkness. My phone don't know where I'd be going. I gotta, look at it. It's just wandering. Just looking anywhere. It was like, I don't know where you went. You know where I'm at? There I am. Thank you for being here, guys. Please, as you come in, let me know where you're checking in from. Excuse me. What time of day it is, where you are, what you're working on. Let's get motivated, guys. Let's get motivated this morning. Let's learn. Let's learn about ourselves this morning. Let's challenge ourselves. Let's meet ourselves. Have we done that work? Are we bold enough to challenge ourselves this morning? To go beyond where we thought we were capable of going? To do more than we thought we were capable of doing? To take ownership of our behaviors, our actions, our thoughts, and our development? Are we strong enough? Are we bold enough? Are we confident enough? Do we have it within us to bring it out? Are you ready this morning? Are you going to the gym this morning? Are you headed out this morning? Are you headed home this morning? Are you finishing work? Are you continuing your grind? Are you continuing to grow? What are we doing this morning? What are we doing this morning? I tell you what you better not be doing. You better not be making no excuses. Alexander, 437. Need more followers. Workflow is what you're working on, Alexander. Thank you. You need followers, Alexander? Followers don't mean as much as they used to, man. We need a good message. We need a good message, man. People will find you if the message is good. It's great to have followers. It's awesome to have people subscribe. But if you're talking about specifically for YouTube and for the metrics, you don't need good followers. That's a created metric. What we need is a good message. And then we need a good delivery system. What's the message here? The message here is discipline has the ability to determine the outcome of your life and ensure success. Because if you're disciplined and you work towards mastery, you are guaranteed along the way to achieve success. That is the focus. Know your purpose, make a plan, start doing the work. Followers are a metric to be able to share and show. However, performance, productivity, and outcome, being able to produce a result, is what people are looking for. What are we looking to produce this morning? What results are we looking to produce this morning? What results are we looking to produce for ourselves? What are we looking to produce for others? What are we doing today to help, to build, to grow? This is what we're doing. This is how we're living. This is what we're looking for. It's in the morning. Are you in the gym? Are you on the road? Are you in the house? Where are you at? What are you doing? How are we moving forward? How is it fitting into the plan? Is it a part of your plan? Do you have a plan, or are you just in chaos? Do you have so many things to do and so little time to do them that you refuse to make a plan? And you just get up, or you just lay down, or you just walk out with no objective, no goal, no framework? Which one of these are you doing? All of these things are important. Take control of that. Manage yourself, manage your time, manage your resources. Understand that you are you. It's you incorporated. What does you incorporated mean? You incorporated means that you have to treat yourself like a business. When you go punch the clock for somebody else, they manage your time. What you do with your time is important. Is what you do with your time important to you? Trying to build a motorcycle channel. God have a plan for me. God does have a plan for you. Do you know the plan? See, we oftentimes, and this is one of the things about ownership, this is one of the things, especially for us who are children of faith, especially for us who walk in faith, is that we say, God has a plan for me, and then we say, do your thing, God. Are we doing our thing? Do we know what God's plan is? If God has a plan for you, he also has an expectation for you. Because the only way you can hold yourself accountable is if you have expectations. And I'm letting you know this morning that you're capable, but you have to be ready. It doesn't matter if you're capable if you're not confident. It doesn't matter if you're capable if you're not prepared. It doesn't matter if you're capable if you're not willing. We have to be all of these things in order for us to see success, in order for us to see ourselves grow, in order for us to continue to take steps and travel along this path towards the success that we plan. We know what God can do. What can we do? Have we shown God what we're willing to do? We're willing to trust in God, but are we willing to work within that trust? Are we willing to get up and walk within that trust? This is important, people. This is important. It's important for us to understand we have a plan. You need a plan. We all have dreams. We all have desires. We all have things we want, but we don't know how to get there. So we're just going to keep walking outside and doing stuff, hoping that it works out. We have to invest time into it. You can't go punch somebody else's clock and not do what they expect you to do and then expect to reap the benefits and the rewards of it. If we're out here and we're doing this work, then we need to do this work. If we're working on ourselves, we need to work on ourselves. We need to matter as much to ourselves as the job matters to us. So here's the thing, I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna share it with you one time. Is we think that the goal, we think that the objective is money. We've been taught that what you need to do is everything that you do goes towards making more money. They start us off young, get a job, right? They start us off, go to school, get good grades, get a job, work, die, right? That's the premise, is that if you work hard in school and you work hard on your job and you do what you need to do over and over and over again, that you're gonna be good, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be the one that's just you're gonna work it out. Everything is gonna be wonderful for you. Your life is gonna be beautiful. We gotta get up. We have to stop believing the things that make us feel good and start planning the things that bring us results. We have to start talking about, thinking about, and doing the things that are gonna create results for us. as you check in, guys, make sure as you check in that you drop down into the chat where you're checking in from, what time of day it is. Let me also know where you're checking in from. If it's the morning, afternoon, night, what are you up to? Alexander, I'm excited for what you're building. Your motorcycle shop, your motorcycle channel, the work that you're doing. The focus, stay focused, right? Make a plan. How much time do you spend working? How much time do you spend researching? How much time do you spend on your family? How much time do you spend focused on understanding what the next step is? Making a plan is phenomenal, guys. I'm letting you know right now. Guys, if you are in the process of doing anything with your life and you are making a plan, if you're trying to create a path in order to achieve a specific goal for yourself, the plan is going to be super important. Why is the plan important? The plan gives you back your time. I'm learning that. I'm implementing that. I've watched for years as managers for retail networks and retail stores, I had a responsibility to hold people accountable to the company's plan, right? I had to come in, lock in. I had to come in and adhere to the principles. I had to be where I was supposed to be, when I was supposed to be, doing what I was supposed to be. The way the company explains it, and they're really clear, is they say you gotta have your people in their places. You gotta put people where they're strong. You have to use them where they're best to suit the company's goal, to meet the company's need. This is important for people to know, that in order for you to achieve, in order for you to reach your goal, to get there, that the company needs you somewhere. We've learned this in fitness. You can't just walk in the gym and randomly start doing things and expect to see consistent growth. You can't just walk in the gym, huh? I guess I get on the stair climber. Huh, what does that thing do? Let me go pull on that for a minute. Oh, what does that thing do? What does that thing do? No, it doesn't work that way. We have to have a plan when we walk in the gym. Today, what are we doing? Right? We're working chest, we're working back, are we working shoulders? What are we doing? I did a push motion yesterday on chest. All right, upper body move. I should probably go and do something lower body today. Right? What's our plan? Are we looking for hypertrophy? Is it hypertrophy? 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 Are we looking for muscle growth and development? Or are we looking for conditioning? Are we trying to be in better condition so we can process more oxygen? What are we doing? What's our goal? We have to make sure we're working towards it, that the work that we're doing goes towards the thing that we're trying to achieve. And it's not just random. So if we do it in the gym, we do it when we go to work for other people, we need to do it in our life. We have to start to run our lives as business. There are too many people on this planet right now for us to continue to live our lives as just somebody who's out there. There has to be a conscious effort, especially in the United States, to understand if your intent is to pass something on to the next generation of your family, if your intent is to build a legacy, you must start planning. It doesn't just happen by chance. Stop looking for a genie. Start looking for your genesis. Stop trying to find a way for something to just appear and provide you with all of the great things that you've always wanted. What's going on? What's going on, conversation? What's happening this morning? Let's take charge. And this is what a plan does. This is what a plan does for you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you know that you have a plan and there are specific objectives that need to be met in your plan on a regular basis, and then you start to meet those objectives, it starts to get easy. Great, it's time for you to grow. Next move, next step, next level. We're no longer sitting around and waiting for things to transpire. We're no longer sitting back and trying to figure it out. This is why when you work in business, right? This is why when I was younger as a food service manager, one of the things that they said is if we don't have customers, we always have things to do. Continue to work. And so for a lot of people that it didn't make sense. Even for me when I was young, it didn't make sense, right? So, Adelaide, all right, conversation. It's 6:21 p.m. Oh man, I want to remember, are you in Australia or India? I can't remember exactly what your location is. Adelaide. So, the thing is this, when they would tell us, hey, you need to stay busy, you need to find something to do, the mindset was, oh man, this is busy work, right? This doesn't really help. This is just busy work, right? All right, man, Australia, thank you very much. So what's busy work? Busy work is horrible. You don't ever want to be doing busy work. You know what busy work is? Busy work is I don't know how to move myself forward, right? You have to learn how to go from being busy to being productive. Busy work is, I don't know what the next step is, but I need to do something until I learn how to do something that I know is going to be of value. Busy work is repetition. Busy work is the beginning of discipline. This is what they're trying to teach you. Never do nothing. Never sit around and do nothing. How do we move from just doing nothing to being productive? Well, first we have to figure out that there's something to do. We all remember this time when we were children, we were young, and we would always say, Mom, Dad, I'm bored. And it doesn't matter what generation it is. It doesn't matter how many electronics they have. It doesn't matter how many toys and how much more things have advanced since their parents were around. What do we have? We have people saying that I'm bored. I'm bored. We have adults saying I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. And so they get into busy work. Oh, let me do something. That's the beginning. That's where discipline starts, with repetition. You may not have the exact plan when you get started. You may not know, like I said before, when you go to the gym, I don't really know what to do when I go to the gym, but I'm going to start going on a regular basis. I'm going to create that repetition, and I'm going to be patient, and I have to understand that in order for me to get to my goal, I need to actually have one. This is where we start. And so when I was working in food service and they told us, hey, never stand, stop holding my walls up. There's always something to do. Wipe this counter off, go get more napkins, check the straws, sweep the floor, mop, wipe off the counter, check the lobby, clean the bathroom. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing these things? Why are we always looking for these things? Because they understand that for you, for their business to grow, they want a certain image. Why are you leaning on the counter and that table has a napkin on it? Why are you leaning on that counter and there are trays to be brought back in? And we may say, oh man, that's no big deal. It is. Get on the other side of that counter and want to go sit down and eat with your family, and you get to the table and it's sticky. You don't want to sit down there. That's because when there was no business happening, when there was nothing going on, you can see it now when you walk into these locations, which is why people are being replaced by robots. What happens is we see and we watch as tables are disgusting and fountains don't put out the right amount of drink, and your food isn't prepared correctly, that there's a human standing across from you, and you're like, I'm just asking for you to care about the thing that you're here to care about. It's the same thing with our own lives. It's the same things with us. We have to understand that we're here to care about ourselves. You're asking somebody on the other side of the counter to care about you. Do you care about you? Do you care about yourself enough to get up in the morning and get to work on you? Do we care about ourselves enough to get up in the morning and understand I have a plan? I have 24 hours in this day and I plan on using them. How am I going to use them? You know what happens when you have a plan? You grow, you start to enjoy your time more because you have a plan and you know you have things to complete within that time frame, and you start to check them off. You start to check off, I got that done. I did that thing. And as soon as you check something off, the dopamine hit. Everyone talks about dopamine like, oh, dopamine, it's great. It's a reward for completion. No, it's really not. If you look at it correctly, it's a catalyst for continuation, right? So when people have an addiction to something and they get high, or they have an addiction to something and they get the drive to do it, the thing about it is the dopamine hit isn't the reward for doing that thing. That's not really what the dopamine does. The dopamine creates the addiction to go back out and get it again. Have you ever talked to a drug addict and listened to them and hear their excitement when they say, I'm gonna go get this thing again? The conversation, the planning, the dedication to the day. They have more energy just going through the process, knowing that they're about to get it again. There's a plan. You can't plan the success in your life any better than that. We have to. Of course you can. And this is what we do. This is how we live. This is how we grow. Make a plan. Every time you make a plan and you make a list, I'm gonna do this thing. When you get that thing done, that hit that you get, that surge that you get, is telling you you did that. What else are we gonna do? It's looking for something else to do. It's like, we can't figure out anything to do. Let's do that thing again. I like that. I like getting done with that. I like completing that. That's where we are. That's what you're capable of. That's what you're built for. That's what you're designed to do. That's what the plan is. Are we prepared to do the work, people? Are we prepared to get up and go out and say, hey, I'm built for this. I'm made for this. This is my design. Let's do this. I'm up in the morning and I'm out and I'm doing this thing because it's what I'm designed to do. I have this plan and I'm pursuing it, and I know what this next set looks like. I've been in the gym. I've been in the plans, I've written the plans, and I know the excitement and the energy of watching people who felt like they weren't capable of doing anything push their limits and see how strong they are, and then their determination to do more. You have to challenge yourself. This is what we do. This is what we're capable of. This is why we're here. I'm letting you know this morning, stop doubting yourself. Stop believing or thinking that somebody else needs to come in to make you possible for you. That's not what you're waiting on. That's not what you're looking for. It's not about somebody else's investment into your life. It's not about somebody else's interest or plan or path for your life. It's about yours, and it's about your commitment. And we follow the plan. As I said before, when we go to work for other people, we follow their plan. You need to be here at this time. And when you're here at this time, you need to do this. This is how your day starts. This is what you do. This is how your day ends. Ryan, good morning, brother. Good to see you in here. Thank you for being up this morning. Conversation, catalyst for continuation. It is definitely a catalyst for continuation. Jason, you're correct. Put Jesus first. Put your Lord and Savior first. Put Christ first. What comes next, Jason? What comes next, Jason? I know Jesus is first. What's next? Do we know what's next? Who's going to tell me what's next? Because we all get there. We can all get to there. We can all get to, oh, It's on God, on God. No, everything is too broad, Jason. Everything is too broad. If you don't mind sharing, Jason, how old are you? If you don't mind sharing, because broad, everything, if you walked into a job and then they said, you got there and you were like, what do I do today? And they said everything, you're gonna be like, wait, hold on. Hold on, let's talk. Everything is too broad. Give me some specifics. Let me know what's next. Nothing is too broad for Jesus. I'm 47, retired. You're 47 and retired. If you're 47 and retired, you got there somehow. What were the steps that took place? And this is the message that I'm trying to share, Jason. This is the message that you're trying to share. If you're saying I'm 47 and I'm retired, I did something. What did you do? Because whatever you did that allowed for you to be retired at 47 was a plan. My own business, great. So you have your own business. You started your own business. In order to retire at 47, you had to change that business from being work to from being a job to being a business. Because I know, because I'm in the same place, Jason, it's not just my own business, period. It's not just my own business, period. That's not what it is, Jason. Your business had to sell something. In order to sell something or provide a service, your business had to understand that there was a need. In order for there to be a need or be a service for you to provide, you have to find customers. You have to market to them. You have to provide support. You have to do the work. It's not just I own my own business, period. It's not. It can't be. Because there's too much that needs to be done. And this is where we as people fall off. How many of us are out there right now like Jason, like I own my own business, period. We can't just own our own business, period. You don't just work for other people, period. You don't get to be 47 and retired if it's just I own my own business, period. Did you have hardware? Did you provide services? Did you sell things? God bless you as well, Jason. Thank you for being here. It's okay if you don't want to share, Jason. It's fine if you don't want to share, but I know from where I'm at, it's not just own your own business. You have to have business hours. You have to have hours of operation. You have to get up and you have to work. If we're going to be out here and we're going to provide for each other and support each other, we have to understand that it's no longer just I own my own business. It's not. Now, if you wanna be a preacher, you wanna be a minister, and you wanna stand in a pulpit and you wanna lead people spiritually, that's one thing. Do that. Get up there. Do that. That's not owning your own business. That's doing God's work. Period. That's God's work. But even with that, you got a plan. You got Sunday services at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. You got a plan. You got to get your sermon ready during the week. You have to visit the people who are part of your congregation. It's not just, I own a business, period. It's never just I own a business, period. Conversation. The popular Drake song, Toy Mine, God's plan is for us to be the planners of our own life. That's the plan. That's how it works. So being 47 and retired is a great thing. I'm not knocking you, Jason. I'm challenging you. And some things, so certain things speak for themselves, right? Certain things have to speak for themselves, and our behaviors, our understanding and our actions have to start to speak for themselves. Nobody ran a successful business without a plan. They didn't achieve it that way. And you're absolutely right. You put God first. You let God has a plan. Your responsibility is to figure out what that plan is to make sure that you're adhering to it and that you're sticking to it. God's plan is more than just show up at church. God's plan is more than just pray. It's more than just read your Bible. But that's spiritual growth. That's spiritual development. We're quick to say, and I say this as a child of God, I say this as a born-again Christian, we are very quick to say that God's word and God's plan and God's intent for our life can't truly be understood, that it's otherworldly, that it's off this planet, that it doesn't exist in the physical realm. You can't understand God and you can't have faith in God if all of your belief is in the physical world. But then we're really quick to jump behind it to say, oh, everything I got in this physical world is because I sat there and God handed it to me. I didn't have to move. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to think. I didn't have to walk. I just sat there and God gave it to me, period. God gave me a business. I didn't know what it was doing. I didn't know where the customers were coming from. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but I started my own business. Oh, I started my own business. God gave it to me. And this is where we get caught up. This is where we get lost. This is the difference between the message that we get in the pulpit and the message that we get towards our life and towards our purpose. Stop thinking God is out here on the street corner handing out life, handing out riches. God has given us the opportunity. I don't want to get too far sidetracked, guys, because I'm here to motivate. I'm here to encourage. I'm here to let you know that I believe in the possibilities and the greatness within us all. I believe in our ability to grow, to establish, and to determine what we're doing next, but it requires some practical behaviors. And some of these practical behaviors are simply going to be the understanding and the willingness to get up and do the work. And I'm telling you that a plan is powerful. A plan is powerful towards that end. Now, it's quite possible that you don't have a plan right now. It's quite possible that you don't even know what you want to do right now. You haven't established or identified your purpose right now. So how do we start? We start by getting started. That's the hard thing for most people, is to start by getting started. To start by understanding, hey, look, the first thing I need to do is get up and go. I don't know I don't have all of the answers, but I have enough questions to know that they need to be answered with activity. I need to seek out the answers. I need to figure out what's next. Hey, look, I got this part, this get up part, this get up and go part, this go to a job and work part. I got that part. What's next? What do I need to do next? Because I understand that me getting up and going to this first job of mine, I have a 16-year-old son who's about to start working this summer, and he has questions. He's 16, he's got it all figured out. That's cool, man. I love you. I'm gonna advise you, I'm gonna give you some advice, but I want you to live this thing. I want you to go figure these things out. Sometimes you gotta let him go figure these things out. As difficult as it is, you have to let him go figure these things out because he knows. So what do I push him? What do I drive him? What do I encourage him to do? Always do your best. You cannot do better than your best. You cannot do better than your best. There is no 110%, there's 100, but you have to find out what 100% feels like. Babies give 100%. They talk about babies and take it back. Well, can I start with baby steps? You most certainly can. Here's a little pointer, just some information for you to have, just so you're not surprised. For a baby, baby steps are hard. Baby steps are not easy for babies. So why are we standing around wanting to be babies? We want to follow their model. We want to follow their lead. They are determined to grow. They are determined to see more, to do more. They see the people around them and they don't have much to work with, but they know this ain't it. Laying on this floor in this dirty diaper, screaming at people when I'm hungry. This ain't it. I need to figure some things out. I need to learn how to talk. I need to learn how to communicate, which is why babies learn sign language so quickly. They're like, what you got? This? What does this mean? What does this mean? They try to sign language first, right? Why? Because babies want something. Babies want to achieve something. They want to acquire something. They want to be more than what they are, and they don't even know that, but they do the work to get there. And it starts with repetition every day. Man, they put me in this room every day. I'm getting over to that thing. I don't know what that thing is, but it's higher than me. I'm gonna try to get up on it because they get up on it. So the baby does the work to be better every day. It has a little plan and you can see it. Man, this baby does this. Every day I put this baby here, it does the same thing. That's right, guess what? The baby has a plan. You don't even have a plan. We need a plan, people. We need to understand we're trying to get somewhere. And if we're not trying to get somewhere, then we're gonna stay where they put us. And we're gonna do what we're told to do. Understand the importance of the plan. Understand how the plan makes you better. When you have a plan, when you go to the gym to work out in a certain way, you find yourself getting done quicker. You find yourself getting your results quicker. You find yourself growing quicker, and you have to change quicker because there must be challenge in order to be growth. Where there is no challenge, there is no change. Where there is no change, there is no growth. So we must be challenged in order to grow. So what do? We head out, we go to the gym. I got a plan, I'm working legs today. Legs suck. Leg day, listen, I'm telling you from a person, I don't know how many gym people we got in here, how many people who are excited about fitness. Leg day sucked. Dude, but I talked about leg day every other day of the week. Somebody start a conversation about incline bench press, I'd be like, yeah, man, look, this is what I did yesterday on legs. I can't feel my legs now. Beautiful thing. Had me pumped up. I couldn't wait until the next leg day. I got the uncontrollable shakes. What's that movie where the guy was the gym owner and he did the squats and his legs started shaking? Everybody who did fitness at a high level and they understood challenging themselves, understood that joke, and they were like, dude, I know what that is, and it sucks. I'm going to do legs tomorrow. Why? Because that's the dopamine hit. The dopamine hit isn't the reward for getting the thing done. The dopamine hit is the catalyst. It's what lights the fire to want to go do it again. Are you lighting your fire? Are you getting yourself up? Are you doing it at a difficult level, hard enough, strong enough to ignite that flame? You have to hit that flint until the flame lights so that it's the catalyst for the next time to do it. It's not just the reward for doing it right now. It's not just the benefit or the outcome from having done it. It's the thing that tells you, oh, there is no doubt. There is no question I'm going to do this again. Have you ever seen a baby who's tasted actual sugar for the first time? I've seen this short of this baby who they give a popsicle, and this baby freaks out. This baby's eyes get all big, the baby starts shaking, and it's not a reward because you have to understand the baby has never had it before. The baby has never had the sweet before for it to be a reward for having the sweet. So what did the baby just get? The baby just got the hit that said, hey, go do it. Like, let's get that again. I don't know what just happened, but we doing that again. We definitely doing that again. Just a second. They normally, if you're going over here, it's gonna be, they have the little new flavor signs in front of them. Yeah. So yeah, they should have the new flavor sign right in front of it. I love you. Good morning. We're on the plan. That's my wife. We're working that plan. What do we have over there? Conversation. Big plan, fams. Let's go. Indeed, big plans. Indeed, big plans. Man, it's exciting to me. It's exciting to me because I see myself growing. I see myself challenging myself. I see myself, and here's the thing, I'm telling you, dude, the biggest reward. Oh, so look, I've always been a I'm gonna talk about the gym a lot because I've been in that space a lot. I've always been, I pick things up, I put things down, right? I pick heavy things up, I put them down, I pick them up again. That's what I do. I enjoy that. I enjoy the process of picking up heavy weights and the hypertrophy and the growth and the difficulty. And I hate cardio. When I first started doing this, I added the element of cardio. I'm gonna walk away from the house and then I'm gonna run back home. I started doing it. I hate it. But guess what? Every time I finished it, guess what I did? I talked about it. I couldn't stop myself from talking about it. And it was exciting for me to get ready to go do it again because I knew I was challenging myself and I was growing in that space. And we have this ability, people. We have these opportunities. We have this thing in our life that allows for us to be able to go out and to be more, to grow more, to do more. It's in you right now. If you're watching this, if you're up, let's get up, let's go. When I talk about millionaire moves for the masses, it starts with an understanding that the first thing we have to move and manage is ourselves. We have to move and manage ourselves. We have to understand that we have to have a plan for what we're going to do and where we're going to go. We can't do things in chaos. We can no longer just believe that just doing it is enough. This slogan, this mantra that Nike created, just do it, is great for getting started. But then you have to challenge it. You have to challenge it and you have to understand, I'm doing it, but there's more. There's thirst of a baby. We need to be hungry babies to understand the type of work we really need to be doing. We can't be satiated adults. We have to be, you need a hungry baby mindset. Somebody put that on a t-shirt for me. I might put that on a t-shirt. HBM, hungry baby mindset. Because a hungry baby understands that there's something I need to achieve, and from the beginning, that baby starts to work on it. How do I let you know? First thing out. Baby comes out, listen, this ain't it. Pop the baby, baby start crying, and like baby's like, look, man, hey, look, I'm telling you, I know what life is like. I've got to be dead. I've been warm, I've been fed, I've been on a constant supply of comfort. I was in a world where I was floating and living the dream, and now I'm here. I don't know if I've been abducted by aliens. This can't be life. The transition from what my reality was to what my reality is, it can't be life. And then the baby eyes open. And the baby starts to realize, it's like, okay, well, things are different. Adapt or die. I'm not dying. I'm not giving up. I'm not going back. There is no going back. There is no put me back. I have to adapt. I have to grow. I have to start doing it right now. And guess what? I'm hungry. My food source is gone. I was in the middle of a meal when y'all kicked me out my house, when I was evicted. And now I'm here, and there are things that need to be done. We need a hungry baby mindset. We need to understand that we need to do things that we've never done to get to places that we've never been. But we have to figure out where it is we want to go. We need a plan, but a baby doesn't know. A baby just gets to work. It gets to work and it starts doing what it needs to do. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do right now. That's my encouragement for you this morning. This is my message for you to let you know, get started. We need to get going. Trust me, there's a way to develop a plan. There are things that we can do, but the first thing we need to do is get started. We need to get up. You need to at least start asking yourself, what is it I want? What am I missing? Stop looking at other people and complaining about what they got. I got a 2-year-old baby right now that we have to teach everything don't belong to you, because she got to a point where she was like, I can get up, I can grab this, Well, I don't care if it's in your hands, on the table. I don't care where it is. I can grab it. It's mine. I want it. I'm going to go get it. Oh, you set it down unattended? Oh, that's clearly mine. You left that bag of fruit chips right there? You won't be seeing those again. That's clearly mine. We have to understand that if we want to do the same thing, if we're taking this journey and we're making these moves and we're taking steps in our lives and we see what we want in front of us, we need to understand the only way to get it is to go get it. The only way to achieve it is to achieve it. We've got to start taking the steps. We have to start doing the work. Hungry baby mindset, man. You need a hungry baby mindset. You need to understand it's something that's just out of your reach. And every time you grab it, every time you reach a shelf, every time you get up and you're leaning against the sofa, every time you turn around and you take a step, that thing moves away from you. As soon as you get to that thing, you were like, this is what I've been trying to get to this whole time. You have to understand there's more. There's more. There's more in you. There's more in your future. There's more in your purpose. It's not just about, I want to have a lot of money. It's not just about, I want to be rich. It's not just about, I want what they got, which is why you have to figure out what your plan and what your purpose is. You have to know what your purpose is so you can draft a plan to get to it, and then you can enjoy the journey. That's the dopamine hit, is enjoying the journey. It's when you get that thing done and you be like, man, you don't remember getting your first job. When you got your first job, you were excited. When they cut you that first paycheck for $137, you were pumped. But there's more. And we determine how we get to more. We determine what we're willing to do, how we're willing to work. And we have to understand, in order to get to your first job, you had to work on you. It wasn't the work that you did in school. It wasn't the grades that you got, because there were people who got better grades than you and who got worse grades than you and who ended up in the same place that you were. It's the work that you did on you. How much work did you do yourself, figuring out how to drive yourself, what the catalyst was for yourself, how to ask yourself questions and seek out answers. These are the important things. This is the development. This is why Jim Rohn says never work harder on your job than you do on yourself. Your first job is school. Don't work harder on school than you do on yourself. School is a place to learn how to learn. It's not about whatever degree you get. Certain degrees can apply to certain fields. They do it all the time. They talk about the number of people who go to school and participate in sports in the United States. Oh, fewer than 1% of all college athletes will go pro in the sport in which they participate in. Ask them to run the numbers on how many people take a job in the profession that they majored in. Run those numbers as well. Why are those numbers important? Because college is about learning to learn. It's about learning to behave. What college really is about the ability to separate from people telling you what to do every day in order to get a result, to you telling yourself what you need to do every day in order to get a result. And I don't want to get too far off track, guys. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay focused. Thank you very much. I appreciate that conversation. I appreciate that. One of the things that I really want to point out, guys, one of the things that I really want to share, that I really want to make that we understand this morning, is 5:25 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. Jim, I'll remember that. One of the big things that I want to make sure we really understand is that when we're traveling this path, while we're on this walk, while we're on this journey in life, while we're headed towards this purpose that we have, we're responsible for it. We're responsible for checking in and understanding and asking ourselves questions. We need to be hungry babies. We need to thirst for the next thing. We need to understand that dopamine is not a reward for what you got. It is the catalyst. It is the flame for getting it again. You have to understand that when you feel it and you truly appreciate it. What did I say? Did I say John Rome? Your name is Rich. I'll remember that then. So one of the things that's very important is to remember the path, remember the purpose, remember getting that thing that made us get up and go get that thing again. Right? Remember, like my daughter sometimes, she just runs and she's like, I'm out, rah! And she just takes off running because she's like, this thing right here is good. I like this. I like doing this. This is enjoyable. We need to get that same thing, that same fire, guys. We need to have that same excitement about achieving and understanding it's pushing us to achieve again. As you come in, guys, as you drop in, please do me a favor. Drop in where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. Let me know. What are you guys working on today? What's on your mind? Our conversation this morning in Millionaire Moves for the Masses is all about understanding the importance of a plan. It's about understanding that a plan makes you more powerful. It frees up your time. It frees up your mind, and it allows you to enjoy the time and the achievements that you have because you've come to a realization and an understanding that the work that you do is for a purpose. That the things that you do and the path that you are journeying are for a purpose. Please, guys, please lock it in. Hungry baby mindset. Understand that hungry baby is like, man, what else can I figure out? It teaches them, they learn to speak, they learn to sign, they learn to move, they learn to communicate, they learn so much. And they're built for it. We're built for it. We're built for the hunger. We're built for the what's next. My children, listen, I'm telling you, we beat it out of our children instead of feeding it into them to teach them, hey, I get it, you want what's next. Let's figure out how you can get what's next. Because it doesn't matter for any of us who have young children. You could take them to a park. You can take them to a water slide. You can buy them their favorite foods. You can do all of this. Spend the first 6 hours of the day just shoving happiness and enjoyment into their face, just stuffing it down their gullets. And they'll turn around and look at you and say, can we get ice cream? Because there is a what next mentality. We just need to focus that mentality, focus that drive on the right thing. What's next? What's next? We need to learn for ourselves to focus on what's next. The what's next mentality. All right, I did that. What's next? What's the next challenge? What's the next thing to overcome? What's the next area of growth? All of those things are going to be how we're going to grow, how we're going to become stronger, how we're going to have a better understanding, and how we're going to be able to help those around us, guys. I appreciate you dropping in. If you haven't done so yet, please drop a thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, share. Make sure that we speak to others, guys. This channel is specifically here for the support and the edification and the growth of those who are seeking to find their purpose and figure out what's next. You can see in the chat and also on the page, if you'd like to contribute to the channel and continue to assist with this message, there is a link for you to be able to contribute there. You can also find a form to fill out to get your free 2DS. That's the dividend discipline strategy. It's the system that helps you figure out what behaviors you're looking to do and what way you're looking to act in order to be able to grow yourself and grow your future, to be able to move forward with a plan and a structured series of steps. I'm excited about what's happening out here for everyone. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about being able to share and explain the difference from moving from credit to leverage and how it can help your life grow. All of the things that we're here to share, all the communication that we're here to share is because we as a group believe we have the ability to grow. I've been on here now for an hour, guys. This is the new format that we're going to be looking at trying to be on here from 4:30 to 5:30 East Coast Standard Time here in the United States as much as possible, because we want to make sure that we're getting the chat, we're getting the conversation out, and that I'm encouraging you, and that I'm providing you with the with the energy and the belief to be able to go out and ask yourself what's next. All right, guys? I want you to understand that I truly appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much, Rich, for being here this morning. Thank you, everyone else, for dropping in and participating. Thank you as well to Jason, who came in for a moment. I appreciate your participation. It's always great to have people here. Thank you. Continue to look for a talent. Continue to look for your challenges out there, guys. Keep showing up, keep blowing up, keep growing up. God bless.